Hi, my name is Nelson. I am a software development manager for Zii Travel Technology. I am also a first generation immigrant to Canada, originally from Cameroon. I came to Canada for the first time in July 16th, 2019. I heard about the Black History Month. I thought myself, so it is about Black history and it's a whole month. When February started, you start hearing about the Valentine's Day, and it goes all the way till February 14th, and even in some cases 15th. Black History Month was considered to be important enough to be worth a full month, whereas Valentine's Day was considered to be worth a single day. But however, Valentine's Day still manages to get a lion's share of media attention during the month of February. My point is that maybe Valentine's Day seems to get more attention because the storytelling around Valentine's Day is more relatable than the few stories told about Black history. I remember when I was growing up, uh, my mom used to tell me this story of this Cameroonian who was the first African born to work for NASA. And she told me that in 1994 and 1996, he was a semi finalist in the astronaut selection program.
Failure in life is not the problem. It's not the tragedy in life is not failure. It's not to have tried. That is really the tragedy, that everyone should try.
And as a child, I knew that NASA was the holy grail for scientific accomplishment, and I didn't know much about astronomy or about space, but I knew that to get to NASA, you got to be smarter than average smart. You got to be amongst the best. As a child, knowing that Dr. Simo, whom I could relate to, wasn't just an entry level employee at NASA, meant a lot to me. Just to give you a bit of history, Dr. Simo was born in Cameroon in 1956 in Yaoundé, and he completed his studies in Cameroon till high school. And after high school, he went to the UK, where he obtained a PhD in electrical engineering. Then from the UK, he traveled to the US. He was part of the committee which created the CDMA technology, which for many years has been used by telephone carriers in many countries. In 2004, the US magazine USBE ranked Dr. Simo in the top 50 best engineers in technology. This story means a lot to me, or inspires me, is because I can relate to him, right? And more to this, anyone else can relate to his story because of his contributions in telecommunication. Dr. Simo's story is not the only story which is yet to be told. There is a generation which needs to hear these stories, not only to be inspired, but to have a renewed perspective of every shade of our diversity. When you search on Google Images the keywords Black history, you would mostly find results about the civil rights movement, and the struggle for inclusiveness. In other words, at least according to those images, Black history has only been about being level. As much as it is important to be in a society where which values inclusiveness and where everyone is given an opportunity, I think the story doesn't end when we are given the opportunities, but it matters what we are able to achieve with these opportunities. The civil rights movement was foundational. It was a foundation upon which the next generation has to build achievements. The next generation has to tell stories of success stories of people building Fortune 500 companies from scratch. It has to be a story of people succeeding in times of financial crisis. Black history needs to highlight all pioneers. It has to tell the untold stories in a more relatable way, in a way that makes sense to the current generation. Being a person of color in the tech world, and here I'm speaking for myself, I have to say, honestly, I haven't been in a situation where my color was a thing, but I know it's probably not the case for everyone else. But I do know that there is very little representation of people of color in the corporate executive world. We as humans, we tend to evaluate our chances of success by comparing ourselves to someone who's been there before. And the more he looks like us, the better it is for us. So for the younger generation, people of color, having no person whom they can compare to can sound and can be intimidating for them, right? So that is why I think Black History Month is a huge opportunity to tell these stories and to highlight these pioneers, to inspire the younger generation. At Zii Travel Technology, I was given the opportunity to talk about the Black History Month. And to me, it is an opportunity to talk to content creators, to talk to filmmakers, and challenge them to the importance of telling Black history stories. I believe we all can seize this opportunity, and we all have a part to play, either by being an inspiration for someone or by telling this story to the next generation.